Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you all do well, enjoying your day so far. Loads going on in the COD scene the last 24 hours. We've got ZooMaa departing from the New York subliners, but also Seth, Scumpy, Abner challenged to a 1 vs 1 by none other than Douglas, Censor, Martin. Very much enjoying your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. Really up to the channel, thank you very much indeed for doing that. First of all, this from the Toronto Ultra. Very interesting actually, because we looked at a couple of days. Huke signed somewhere. Where is it going to be? One of Europe's brightest SMG talents, outside of those that maybe have been signed to London, or at least that hasn't been announced as of yet. I suppose we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, definitely one of the hottest talents and prospects in that region. Toronto Ultra get him on the books. Does this mean that Zinni, that being Methods, who's technically still their substitute for now, is going to be going a different direction? Maybe that of course is the case, but Ultra certainly continuing the European focus theme of the team, and to be honest, it seemed to do wonders for their chemistry when they went to a full European team when Methods was out and Insight was into the squad. So maybe having Huke on the bench to kind of give the SMG players on their team a kick up the backside in a sense if they start underperforming, just knowing that this guy is there ready to take your place at any possible opportunity. And the substitute change they made last year, right, with Methods out, as I say, and Insight in, did wonders for their squad. So maybe they want someone similar on the bench with that potential. As Marky B says, welcome to the squad. Charlie's not only impressed us with his COD abilities last season and challenger size, but ultimately his attitude and maturity were evident from our early conversations. No doubt he'll be a great addition to our squad. So yes, Toronto continuing to try and upgrade. Does this mean then, you wouldn't imagine Ultra would need 2 substitutes on the team, but who really knows? We imagine Zinni and Methods is going to be going to one of the same, of course, going to be going over to the Washington Demon Cat. I don't know what it's going to be called. I suppose we'll see. This firstly then, so we were talking about Spoon Build yesterday, and I noticed this that came through. ZooMaa changed their bio and location, pro player to content creator, the flank, subliners, and box, and now it's just hashtag ZooMafia, hashtag, well, not hashtag the flank, at the flank. So anyway, this type of stuff disappeared. New York's taken out of the location, and all of a sudden it seems like, yes, ZooMaa's going to be departing from New York, which was confirmed just a few hours later in this video from the New York subliners right here. It was an inaugural member of the subliners. You've entertained and inspired so many people, from pro to content creator. We're grateful to have been there with you. Wish you the best of luck in your next chapter, and we'll always cheer you on. So ZooMaa done phenomenal things for New York, really, not only as a player from last season in Modern Warfare, was of course meant to be a player this year right before retiring with his hand injury right at the start of the year, and then did phenomenal things on the content side. I think a lot of people expected that ZooMaa might get effectively poached by a bigger organisation. There has been a lot of talk about this though, right? Because, subliners, they've got some cash behind them. They've got Aiden on, for example, as a content creator for them. So maybe they could have kept him on board really here as the subliners. But still, at the end of the day, ZooMaa, you could argue like his stream and the flag has outgrown New York. And therefore another organisation's come along and said, yeah, okay, we're going to give you the bag XYZ. At the same time, a lot of people would look at this and say it's kind of unfortunate the fact that when an organisation that isn't necessarily one of the top dogs, FaZe, 100 Thieves, OpTic, this type of stuff, helps support something like this and making great content, and then the players that, or the content creators that do that, just get poached regardless, as is potentially in this situation. So ZooMaa comes out to continue with, I want to thank subliners for an incredible 2 years representing New York on stage. Was an honour, especially winning our home series, which is an incredible feeling I'll never forget. Of course it was online, not online anyway, but yeah, where is ZooMaa potentially going to go next? There's been a lot of speculation about this, right? What organisations could this be? He's been moving to Los Angeles lately, of course, so where does that indicate? Definitely going to indicate one or another. There's 2 organisations that I would expect it to be. It's not OpTic for one, but it's well, who really knows honestly at this point. But the 2 organisations I would expect: number 1 FaZe, number 2 100 Thieves. We'll probably find out today or in the coming days. I know he was baiting it on stream last night, but nothing was ever officially confirmed. But that would make sense. Both organisations based in Los Angeles. Of course, ZooMaa with a very long tenure over at the FaZe Clan team, with playing for them, of course, for many a year. Very close to Temper, for example, over there as well. Been hanging out a lot with him lately. There was a clip also that came out a couple of days ago on stream of him playing GTA, and he was kind of, I don't know, he put his pickup truck in red and black, and he was kind of like, yo, I really like these colours. Now, of course, that could be both effectively 100 Thieves, but also, but also FaZe, if you want to look at it from that perspective. Now, it's kind of difficult to say what exactly would make sense. I know he was talking yesterday that he didn't want to sell the flank to anyone in terms of a show, but he's still going to have the branding of the team that's involved on the show, which definitely indicates it's going to be a team that is in Call of Duty at the very least. So 100 Thieves and FaZe both kind of work in that sense, given they both have very good teams indeed. So yeah, definitely an interesting one. As Hex says, the Stallion about to make a run, keep rising, and yeah, pretty cool to see. But this also came out from Soap Stream, he was kind of baiting about Los Angeles Guerrillas. But to be fair, LAG, also based in LA, they have a lot of money, right? They could pay a significant bag, I'm sure, for ZooMaa, and well, may well continue to do so to other content creators. It was good to see Apathy, for example, stay over at LAG and kind of help that organisation grow in a sense. But I imagine ZooMaa is going to go to one of the big dogs. the likes of Under Thieves, the likes of FaZe. Those would be my two most likely examples. I'm pretty sure ZooMaa liked this tweet and then unliked it, because I saw the notification come through, and then when I looked through like the verified tab on Twitter, I couldn't see it. So I'm not exactly sure, but you know, read into that what you will, I suppose. This I thought was kind of funny real quick, because of course the flank is going to have to rebrand some way or another from the yellow that they had to the New York to wherever they're going to go next. And Gersh for a while made it to like, they made it the OpTic green effectively, and they tweeted this out as well, OpTic Gaming ZooMaa, as he was for just, I'm pretty sure just 1 week when Dashy couldn't make it out right to the start of the Black Ops 4 Pro League due to like some sort of visa complications. ZooMaa had to step in for them because FaZe hadn't qualified for the Pro League, and that was a crazy time to be honest. But certainly very much intrigued your thoughts in the comment section on where you believe ZooMaa is going to be going next. This we looked at a couple of days ago then, the potential show match that was going to be going down tonight doesn't seem to be the case. But Censor was talking about it on stream, and well, I think the stream has been definitely riling him up to some degree about, you know, Censor versus Scump, because a few days ago there was a clip that came out when Scump's chat had gone into Censor's stream and basically said, yo, like, Seth's down to play with you, hop on Warzone, but Scump was actually playing some sort of other game, and like, Scump wasn't particularly happy with his chat, and there's been a bit of a back and forth between the two of them. But anyway, Doug Censor Martin right here, he's been getting riled up by his chat for quite a while now about, you know, with regard to, you know, giving Scump a good go, as they kind of used to compete on main stage several years ago. This is what Doug has to say on the matter, challenging Scump effectively to a 1v1, like, well, like he used to get the better of him in back in the day.
It's that smoke in an AW competitive match, because I already got a one-up on him. I played him in a grand finals. He only had to beat me in a best of 5. I beat him in 2. So he's got to get his redemption on me now. You know, I already made him hold the L. So now, if he wants to play me, my one exception, we got to play for Gucci shoes. Because it used to be Yeezys back in the day. Now it'll be Gucci. So if Seth wants to smoke, tell him that we got to wager Gucci shoes in a 1v1 on AW. And it has to be PC. Let him know, guys. Clip it and send it to him or whatever. Balenciaga, I don't give a any of them, dude. All of them. All of them, dude.
As Doug goes on to explain that streamer asks me to 1v1 Seth, I ignore it. They keep asking, so I keep it real. And so, yeah, trying to make it fun, give people what they want. Then I get, you know, losers telling me to do all this type of stuff that we don't necessarily need on the timeline. So yeah, this is the thing. Like, Doug, everything he does, like, there's going to be haters there. But Doug plows through regardless. You definitely have to respect it. I do remember, like, as he was saying in that video, right, with the whole Gucci shoes thing nowadays, back in the day, well, it used to be like Yeezys or whatever. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of videos on YouTube of Censor versus Scump doing some 1v1s back in like Black Ops 3 and the like for some Yeezys. But this is that tournament that he's talking about. This is MLG Columbus 2014 when Doug was on FaZe. We'll have a look at the teams here and the lineups in just a second. But yeah, this was the grand finals where there's OpTic Gaming. This was like, I'm pretty sure pre-Dynasty. This is right at the start of Advanced Warfare, the game that he's kind of discussing potentially having the 1 versus 1 on, or at least, you know, Censor and Scump being the captains of the teams and then build the roster from there. That'd be pretty cool if Hitch can make that work, or if other organizations, other players want to get involved and play this stuff. But yeah, this was the pre-Dynasty OG team. You could even argue that Nature was kind of part of the Dynasty because it was Scump, Formal, and Crimsix on this team at the time before Karma came in for Nature after the World Championship. But FaZe with Censor beat them in 2 best of 5s, 3-1, 3-2. Like, that is pretty remarkable, to be honest, to make this work from the lower bracket, as Doug Censor Martin does. And as he likes to tell everyone, every single time he's made a grand finals in his history, he's won at the tournament. And as he likes to tell everyone, every single time he's made a grand finals in a tournament, he's gone on to win that tournament. I think he's won like 5-6 tournaments, something like that. I may be wrong on this number, but yeah, he's never lost a grand finals, which that's the big thing, right? If you put Doug up on the main stage up against Scump and have him have a little bit of a battle, then well, Doug believes he's going to get the better of him, as he did back in the day. Of course, this is 2014 though. It's quite a while ago now. Censor, aBeZy, Aches, and Slasher. What a ridiculous team that is, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, definitely a fun one. And as I say, this is kind of like the pre-Karma Dynasty, or when Nadeshot was there. But still a very respectable team early part of that title. There was certainly the massive favourite to this squad of 4 going into the World Championship. But yeah, it didn't necessarily work out for them. But Doug Censor Martin gets the better of Scum in 2 best of 5s here. Maybe he can do so again. This I thought was kind of funny actually as well from Doug. Dashy, this popped up in my camera roll. This is when they were both on Complexity. I'm pretty sure Jason Lake replies. This one has some jets with the old double big. But yeah, this is during the World War II season when Dashy and Censor were teaming together on Complexity. And definitely having a good time doing so for a while. I'm pretty sure Dashy came out and said, look, we were low-key different when we teamed many lasts together. So maybe, yeah, I don't know, maybe they'll run it back at some point or another. But just just wanted to finish off with this from the flanks and take a screenshot to predict where ZooMaa was headed at the team you get below. ZooMaa did this on stream last night. We'll have a look in a second. Some people were talking about the fact that, like, on this, well, I'm kind of just clicking through right now. I'm not actually trying to do it. I'll give it a proper go in a second. I was trying to find, like, I was trying to stop on NRG. So you saw NRG right there. There's, like, I know Gertrude's made this and he's just having a good time and a laugh, but, like, there's NRG, there's also OpTic, there's also Huntsman. Like, there's all the different logos that come through right here. Some people are saying, okay, is this indicative that NRG and OpTic are now splitting up and no longer together just because they're separate in this list? But I'm going to click and see what we get. Okay, we get Olive Garden, Italian Kitchen. Let's try again an actual organization, because ZooMaa did this and got 100 Thieves. I've got Atlanta FaZe. Whether that's going to be FaZe in general or overall, who really knows? But still, I can see it being FaZe. I think like it would be kind of interesting. We know that he gets on very well with Cellium. We know that he gets on very well with the management over there. The other option, I suppose, is 100 Thieves, as you can see in this clip I used to finish out the video, which, I mean, this is kind of entertaining, to be honest. But, like, I mean, how many relationships does he have existing with 100 Thieves? Like, he's good friends with Enable and stuff like this, but I'm not 100% sure, like, he has the connections quite that he's had with Atlanta FaZe, or, well, just FaZe Clan in general in the past. So that would personally be my guess, but maybe it's 100 Thieves. You can see in this video right here. Pretty much everyone has baited at one point or another about some organizations, like his friends and stuff in the replies, but 100 Thieves maybe not quite as of yet. So possibly that's going to be the case. But very much enjoyed your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video. Really upset that YouTube are going to know you enjoy this content, and people like you may enjoy this content as well, and I've grown the competitive Call of Duty community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care, and I will see you next time.
Just headed the team below. Hey chat, let's see. I'm gonna close my eyes, chat, and I'm gonna pause, and let's see what team it is. Dude, you gotta be bro. You gotta be me, man. I thought it was gonna be like one of these other teams that nobody predicted.